The first thing I checked out when it came to this newest chapter of Dragon Ball Super was, will there be one next month? And in the middle of a crisis, yes. One thing you can say about Toyotaro is that he is consistent with his manga chapters. This is a pretty interesting chapter too, chapter number 58 of Dragon Ball Super. It is the 20th of March 2020 and Goku has just arrived back on Earth. Before Goku arrived, the story was currently in a state where Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, even Gohan and Piccolo, they were just holding off, they weren't really getting anything done. But when Goku arrived, that quickly changes. He instant transmission to every part of the globe, to where Yamcha is, to where Gohan and Piccolo are, and he takes out these guys pretty quickly. When Goku arrives to help Gohan and Piccolo, they are fighting against this guy called Saganbo. I'm probably going to forget that name halfway through this video, but he has specifically been powered up by Moro, so normally he's not very strong, but because Moro is there with him, he tapped him on the back of the head in the last chapter, and now he's all of a sudden taking these shots from Gohan and Piccolo from close range. However, seemingly out of nowhere, he starts to get hit. No one can see what he's getting hit from, not even the manga panel itself. They are invisible hits, but it turns out Goku has tapped into a power source that is very, very familiar. Moro recognizes that this could be either Goku or Vegeta, and eventually Goku reveals himself, saying that I was hoping that I didn't have to fight any of your henchmen, I just wanted to get to you. I guess it won't be that simple. What happens next shows so much of Moro's character, how truly sadistic and evil he is. Now, Goku has already beaten Moro's henchmen into the ground. You can see that he is severely injured. He's got so many veins on his face, and he's very, very dirty. But his loyalty to Moro is immense. He says, Moro, I can still fight for you. And so he powers up, bulking up even more with even more veins. Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue, and obviously this is no match for him. As he comes flying in, he defends all of his hits with one hand, and punches him right in the gut, and then kicks him through mountains. But this guy keeps on coming back, and each time he comes back, he looks more and more beaten down. It's almost like a Spopovich situation where he's injured, but it doesn't really affect him. Unlike Spopovich vs Videl, Goku can actually defend himself, and it's not too sad for Goku, but this guy is getting slammed through mountains, making explosions out of rubble. By the time Goku's done with him, he looks at Moro and says, it's over. He won't be getting up again, but he gets back up. The power and magic that Moro has pushed into this man's body has made him look like this, and it really tells you what type of villain Moro's gonna be. Goku looks at this guy and is thinking, how is this possible? Moro's henchman keeps talking, and he is undead, barely alive, but once again, Moro puts even more power into him, and it's almost sad at this point. Goku even says, his body has hit his limit, you've got to stop pumping him with energy. Goku's begging him to stop, and then Moro goes on to say, Goku, if you show me that technique that you arrived with when no one can see you, then I'll stop this right now. He pumps even more power into him, and at this point, he doesn't even look like the same person. Goku tries to get behind Moro and stop this, but it doesn't work. What ends up happening is Moro pumps so much of his own energy into his henchman that he actually just dies. He just drops to the floor, and that's the end of him. So that should tell you everything you need to know about Moro's character, but in the final pages of this chapter, Goku and Moro are standing opposite each other. Goku simply closes his eyes, and the next thing you see is Moro's shocked face saying, this is no mortal ability, showing that now Goku is able to tap into Ultra Instinct Omen. The chapter ends with Goku saying that this is the initial technique of the gods, Ultra Instinct Omen. Goku can now tap into the Omen of Ultra Instinct seemingly at will. Mirus was such a better teacher than Whis that he was able to unlock this out of Goku in only a few months. Anyway, let me know what you think. Ultra Instinct is back, officially, in Toyotaro's adaptation of the Dragon Ball Super manga. I've been saying this for a very long time. Even if Goku unlocked Ultra Instinct again, which he has, it's not the right technique for Moro. That is where the current story is at. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.